Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bernardo Silva. Put them in front. In a great position to pull it back. That's the way to take the lead.
What's up, chaps and chapettes? Welcome back to another video. So, this was initially meant to be a Jurgen Klopp video. As you can see, we've got this team here using a 4-3-2-1, which is going to be our formation of choice. So, I was actually kind of tempted, I'm not going to lie, not to upload this video to keep this sort of like as an exclusive tactic, because this ended up working so well. And right now, I would say this is, out of all the tactics I've played, 4-1-2-1-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, this is the best formation I've used so far. It's incredible. So these are the tactics here. Quite a high sort of depth in terms of pressure. So you're going to be holding quite a high line, high width. Because basically the way that this is going to work is starting off with right back and left back, you're going to go for overlap on the run type. So the left back and right back are going to be bombing up the pitch all the time. They're actually on balance, so they're not going like forward every single second of a game. CDM is going to be on stay back while attacking and cover center. The most important part, though, is that left forward and right forward are going to be on stay central. So what this does, I mean, it's pretty OP. It's basically automatically, and also this is the balanced tactic, which is just a bit lower pressure. Basically exactly the same formation. As you already know, you can switch between the D-pad and 4-3-3. The only difference of this is it's got a CDM instead of a middle center mid. So when you want to play a bit more defensive, put it to this formation on the defensive style. But basically, automatically, what the game does is when you put your right forward and left forward to stay central, it's going to tuck them in. And then it's exactly the same as how Jurgen Klopp does it. The left back and right back, because they're tucked in, they're going to be occupying the left back and right back on the opposite team. And then your left back and right back are going to overload on the channels. So it took me a little bit of getting used to. As we can see, we conceded a bit of a fluky goal there. But one of the things as well is the tactic that we have on defensive style is kind of like as soon as you lose possession, if you go back on the custom tactics, you'll see it. But it's basically a tactic where as soon as you lose possession, you want to be fighting to get it back, which is what Liverpool do a lot. Try and do like triangle pressing, 3 men on, and just really stopping them from being able to build up by as soon as they get the ball off you, just taking the ball off them. And it means that you can win the ball back in very dangerous areas, which is kind of like what you saw against Man City. Jurgen Klopp beating Man City either 2 or 3 times last season, I think. And one of the games, well, pretty much all of the games, you'll see the likes of Salah and stuff like nicking it off them high up the pitch, and then therefore creating really good chances because of that counter-pressing. So with 4-2 up at this point, we are starting to just like, kind of like get away from them, to be honest. We're opening them up really well. As you can see it, Bernard just going straight through the middle as we tuck it away to make it 5-2. But basically, this is one of the reasons why the 4-3-2-1 is the best formation on the game right now. Basically, I tried this formation out on FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, and I thought it was very good. In terms of creating chances, maybe second to none. Because of the left back and right backs going forward all the time, and just for free-flowing attack. But the problem that I had with it was, on those games, was that I was getting hit on the counter-attack. And with this game, counter-attacking just isn't quite the same. Like, it's not as powerful. It's not as powerful as it was. I'd say it's probably the weakest that it's been for a long time. Just because as soon as you start dribbling with the ball, your pace decreases drastically. So this means what you're basically been able to do is you're able to dominate the game and create all of these chances without having that threat, that same kind of threat on the counter-attack. And also, the second thing is, the second big reason why this tactic is better than ever. As you can see, we get Bellerin on this right-hand side. Look at this. The crossing is now a lot better. As you can see, we do a driven pass there. But in FIFA 18, it was pretty much the only type of crossing that worked was driven passes. But as you'll see in some of these game clips, like, crossing is back. Like, I really hope they don't patch the game, because right now, crossing is such a viable thing to do in the game. Even just standard X crossing, I'm pretty sure you can do double tap crossing as well, which works well. So, I mean, everything just plays into the hands of this tactic, to be honest with you. You've got, like I say, the fact that you can't really be counter-attacked as bad. And most of the goals we're conceding, a little bit unfortunate, to be honest. But once you start really playing aggressive, you'll notice that you will just overload. Because if you think about it, you've got the front three, which basically becomes a 5 when you have the left back and right back. So you're basically going to be overloading their defense. As well as you've got 3 in midfield, 2 of them Oxlade-Chamberlain and Wijnaldum in mind, which are just going to be overloading. So, as you can see, this is just a complete overload of a defense here. Bernardo Silva crosses it in for Wijnaldum and delivers a sucker punch. There's literally, like, nothing they could have done there, realistically. We get the ball here. Bellerin, we're just overloading them on this right-hand side. Even on the left-hand side, Masaku, the left-back, is waiting. Gets the ball in. Bernardo Silva off a post. Falls for me anyway. So, it is... I think a lot of it is the fact that it is just overloading the defense. They don't really know what to do. The only goal... As you can see there, the kind of goals we can see, and I just accidentally dribble into him. Ball in. Look at this for a banger. My goodness, what a goal there, making it 5-2. And we're starting to get to that point now where we're starting to get used to the tactics. And we're just absolutely dominating as we get the ball back here. Just an example of a counter-attack. So if you didn't see the custom tactics, they were on fast attack. Because a lot of it is going to be fast breakaway goals. But have a look at this. Bellerin down this right-hand side. Gets all that room. Bernardo Silva doing a little bit of skill. Gets the ball. Ball across. And then picks up Bernardo. Just tucks it in. And it's now 6-2. And to be fair, like... I don't know. We're in a relatively high division at the moment. Division 4. Although this is on my second account. We're playing against good opponents because once you get up to skill rating and stuff like that, these are actually decent players. So, there's no doubt about it. I am going to be using this with FUT Champions on my Road to Glory account as well. So, in terms of my Road to Glory, you won't see me implement it for a little bit in the next couple episodes because I am kind of like 2 days behind in terms of real time. But on FUT Champions weekend especially, I think I definitely will be using this formation just because it is utterly dominant and like... I can't even imagine how sick it would be with a better team. You have to bear in mind, we're coming up against teams that are so much better than mine as we get a little goal there. Bernardo Silva just putting the legs in. We're beating teams with like Ronaldo and stuff like that. I think it's either this game or the next game that has a team with Ronaldo. And it's just like, if we had a better team, this team would be even better. And a lot of it is about the sort of counter-attacking plays. But the majority of your chances are going to be made from just the left back and right back. As you see there, Masaku somehow scoring from that dirty angle, which actually does cause him to rage quit. My goodness. Literally just enters rage quit C. But have a look at that team. 4-1-2-1-2, which is the meta formation. It's the formation which pretty much everyone's using right now. You've got Ronaldo in there. Everyone in there. We overload them instantly. Masaku, as you can see, causing the overload on that left-hand side. Just one too many. And then we get the ball across. So that's 1-0. Masaku then playing it in for Bernard. As you can see, look how many players we've got down this bottom side. It's just a complete overload. Time and time again. We sweat it across this time for Thomas Müller to make it 2-0. And we're keeping the pressure on upfield as well. I think when it gets to a point when they have a lot of possession, then change it to the defensive 4-3-3 with the CDM. But the majority of the time, I just keep it on attacking. I just keep the pressure up as Masaku gets the ball across. And that's what I mean. Crossing is back. Usually in FIFA 18 or 17, the keeper's just going to punch it out of the air. But now keepers just aren't as overpowered in terms of getting the ball out of the air like that. So we're able to just keep like going down this left back and right back. Left back and right back going down that side and just whipping it in. And once again, a banging goal. Overhead kicks maybe a bit too OP. But as you can see, crossing is very effective in this game. And counter-attacks on. And that's why I ultimately think that this formation is the best in the game right now. Just like myself. Oof. Your boy is low-key best in the game. 2 mil subs and we rise into fame. Just flexed on a solo squads today. You against me? You better pray. Don't step my turf. I'm just too good for you, chap. I need a flipping nerve. You're gonna get a slap.